Welcome back to the podcast. Before we forget, I'm Duran,
I'm Mike.
and we got a special guest, Miss Brooke, in the house.
Hey.
And we got some questions for you, Miss Lady. You ready?
Yep.
What that question is, Mike? What is it?
Uh,
That's okay. Leave it like that.
Brooke, Duran, how do y'all deal with people who have that victim mentality?
I'm gonna leave him right over there with that victim mentality, cause I fight.
This gonna sound real bad.
Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
But I help him.
Mm.
Because
Oh,
baby, what's the problem? Like what's the problem? Like you know that you're the problem. But okay, I can't tell you nothing different. You gonna keep saying what you feel like you need to say to be the victim so you can believe it, and then you want the next person to believe what you trying to believe yourself. I'm gonna help you. Yeah, that's crazy. Um,
How do you help somebody who's always the victim?
I just agree with them because I stopped listening.
Mm.
Uh,
So what happened? What happened when they the victim and you the aggressor? Because it's bound to happen at some point.
um, I don't know because I try not to be the aggressor. I don't want to be the aggressor.
I mean,
but you
not
have been.
9 times out of 10, you not right. It's
Right.
gonna be some that they cross the line, they cross boundaries that you set, and when you finally say no, they twist the story where you're the aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
They're still a victim. So in a situation, let's say it's like a friend that you got. I know that's hard to imagine right now.
Friend. I
No,
mean,
but say it's a friend that you got,
Mm-hmm.
and you helping her pay bills, you giving her money here or there for stuff that she may need, and then finally one day you just say, "No, I can't do it. I can't
Mm-hmm.
do it no more. Like I got stuff that I got to do." And now she go around and she telling everybody that y'all was supposed to be friends, but you ain't helping her out, and she always giving you money, but you don't want to give it back to her, and this or that. Like,
In
what
that case,
approach do you take?
I honestly don't even entertain it. Because I know what I did to help this person. Um, I'll confront them about it. Ask, what was the reason? Like you're really mad because I couldn't or did not want to help you this time around. Um, Usually those type of people are people that aren't even trying to help themselves. They're always looking for a handout. They're not trying to save or even go to work or
Mm.
anything like that. Or they are, but they'd rather just do A, B, and C with what they have instead of taking care of what they have to take care of, which is their main responsibilities. And so now I'm saying no, or I can't, and it's a problem.
we lost your audio.
Yeah, Brooke, you went silent on us. You done hit mute on us.
So once she's figuring that out, I don't too much help people because people can be users, and so they just take, and give, they don't replenish nothing, and you when it come down to it, you want to have people be there for your situation, or you want to be there for their situation, but they gotta want it too.
I agree.
You can't, cause you can't. How do I want to do better for you, and you don't want to do better for yourself? That don't even make sense to me. So you just wanted me to do everything for you. I can't live your life and live mine.
I was at a point where I used to, and you can attest to this, like at the detriment of myself, I would give more of myself to others than taking care of myself. And a lot of those people had a victim mentality where I felt like I had to throw on a cape and be Captain Save a Ho. And that's just not
Okay.
where we at. We can
I'm
hear
sorry.
you now.
Okay,
Okay.
good. But yeah, no, I just wouldn't I would confront that person and ask them what the problem was. What was the real reason, of you being upset with me that much that, this is what it is. And then I would most likely cut them off to like hold them to a very far length away. I can't I just can't. I can't give that energy anymore.
Okay. It ain't nothing to cut that off.
Nothing.
You see the face he did with the little hair swoop? Nothing.
I just, yeah, I was saying how it used to be where I was at a point where I would give more of me to others. And a lot of times those people did have that victim mentality and they weren't being held accountable. And that's
Hmm.
the biggest thing. I think people with victim mentality always find somebody who's not going to hold them accountable and they run that person to the ground and then they jump to the next person.
Hmm.
So there have been situations where like I've worked with people, I've given money, I've given time, I've given effort to try to make them better. At the end of the day, they never get to that point because they don't want to be. And then when I pull back and go, okay, let me take a step back, then they're like, oh, it's this person. They're doing this because of this person, and it's just like, no, take a look in the mirror.
Yeah. And they don't want to. They know the problem. They just don't want to acknowledge the problem.
Some people is 100% pure lazy. And by that, I just be there with you. Yeah. Excuse me. See, I'm tired of people and their excuses. That's why I yawn.
Did you just?
Sick and tired of everybody. You can't want to be a victim all the time and be crying. You gotta grow up. Everybody gotta grow up. Damn, even Andy grew up on Toy Story. You gotta grow up too.
I just the only thing I disagree with, like at this point in my life, I'm not helping. Like if you have that victim mentality and I recognize it, like I cannot be that person to help you.
Yeah.
It's like therapy. Get you a therapist. I'll refer that to you. I'll
Hmm.
get you a list of therapists in the area you could talk to. But outside of that, like I cannot put more into you than what you're putting into you.
People gotta want to help themselves. It's a mind thing for them. They have to
Yeah.
be mentally strong enough to say, "Okay, let me stop bullshitting."
And then we gonna double down on it. Some people just help other people because it make them look good, and it gives you this sense of fulfillment because you're helping somebody, and so you feel invested in it. It's like when you watch a TV show or a mystery, a murder mystery, you feel invested in the story because you're gonna spend the time, and then it intrigues you. If some people get caught up in that, you can't be getting caught up in that because then know it, you turn around and look. Now you need help. Who gonna help you?
Hmm.
Who gonna help get you back on your feet? The person you was helping, they long gone.
Look, I can tell you now. I know a girl right now who blames everything on her baby daddy.
Hmm.
Everything. Why her kids ain't in school? She blame it on her baby daddy. He on child support. You can get state assistance. Oh, I can't do that because my baby daddy. Okay, where your house in that? They gave you a housing voucher for you to go out and oh yeah, I can't find that because my baby daddy. And it's just like you are always the victim in this, and you're always blaming him. Yeah, I mean he wrong because he ain't in the kid's life, but at the same time, you got to step up at some point and be
Right.
accountable.
Exactly.
The only thing I would do different from what you said is I would never confront that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it got to the point where I'm cutting them off, like I don't need to even waste the energy to confront them. I want them mentally to be like, man, why did Mike stop talking to me?
Yeah, that's true.
And then they could tell whatever story they want to, because eventually whoever they telling it to, they gonna end up screwing them over too. I
Yeah,
don't really care what people think about me. Not no more. I'm married.
I kind of got that way too, where I don't really too much care what others think about me anymore. Because what's the point? It's not going to change nothing. I know who I am. I know what I've
Right.
done, and if making me look a certain way make you feel better, by all means, my love.
But that's the thing. When they get home, I feel like they have to deal with who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you can't blame me for none of that. You was that before I got here. So how can you say that it's my fault that X, Y, and Z happened when you was already doing that before I got here? And then the fact that you didn't evolve, you didn't grow past that. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. At some point, you gotta face reality. Everybody got hardships and stuff that be bothering them. And you got to deal with it. You got to learn how to roll with the punches. And you said you just want to sit there and keep getting kicked in the neck.
See, but then I think about Pastor right now, who would say, "But Ephesians 22 say."
Look, I hear that. But I gave you your approved, and I done rebuked you, and
He done came back and said, "But Duran, the Bible say, love your neighbor like you love yourself. So how can you not love him, even though he's a victim?"
I ain't saying I ain't love him. I just said that I could love you from over here.
He go hear this and be ticked off. And
To the left, everything on to the back, to the left.
I do think that is a form of love, because when you hold them accountable, eventually, if enough people hold you accountable, and that circle get to the point where it's so small that you got to make a change.
You ain't got no choice but to sit there and say, okay, okay, okay.
Man, that's the eat or be eaten, because you can't just sit there and not do nothing, especially if you got kids. So it's only so many people you can shift the blame off to. You can't. Pookie and them don't want to help me, and they know the situation. Nate, I'm in the bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
All day. I'm in the bind too. That's why I get up and go to work so the paycheck and the lights can be on.
Right. Right. We in the same situation. The difference is I'm getting out and you's not.
Man,
Exactly.
if I know I'm thirsty, I'm gonna go to the place that's gonna give me money that's gonna help quench my thirst. I ain't gonna sit there and be like, man, this job don't want to give me $120,000. I don't know why. I showed up one day and then I quit. Need to hurry up my unemployment. What? Let me stop it. I'm talking about people.
Well, oh, damn. I ain't gonna lie, it's starting to hit a little bit. I guess at this point we could let them answer the question. So audiences, for y'all, how do y'all deal with people who have that victim mentality? Y'all like, comment, subscribe, let us know what y'all think, and then come back and catch us on the next episode.
Before you do that, Brooke, you got anything you want to say in this closing? We'll just be closing out the episode. And then
We do.
Ask you how you felt. So you want to give a shout out? You want to do what you want to do? You want to talk to the people? Let them know.
I want to say thank you guys, for inviting me. It's my first podcast. This was fun. I've always wanted to be on a podcast. Oh my God. So exciting. I hope to be asked back.
Oh yeah, we definitely asking back.
This was fun though. This was pretty cool. I liked the questions and everything. And it made me think too. I'm happy, it was more of a surprise thing because it made me think.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
All right. Y'all know what it is. Let's get y'all next.
Peace.
Bye.